Yeah, frankly, a lot of people like to talk about this being, you know, who's going to scale better. Whoever scales better and gets more stacks is going to be the winner and be more relevant in the late game. Straight up, Smolder is just a better champion. So safely in the mid lane, this has just allowed Haichao to get a ton of priority as this Talia, and that'll net them a lot of control over this dragon. And yeah, Ultra Prime are just going to have to be looking the other way, as the teleport will actually be the last thing that tells them to completely back off. And it's Zhuo, so there you go, and another good play there by the Nautilus.
That's because of Zika or Xiaofeng or whatever leadership not really wanting to go for many fights. They love disengaging. They don't love going for bench stuff. As I say that, though, a little bit of skirmishing up here, as it's going to be Xiaosha knocked back with that seismic shove and getting chunked very low, forced to flash away. Baye kiting out nicely, but it's going to allow for Xiaofeng to at least pick up that first scrub, with Junho and Saber now joining the fray. They're going to secure another, so it's 1-for-1 overall. And now potential fight around the last one. Xiaofeng has the smite, so should be able to secure it.
Oh, look at the bot side. Oh, hang on.
Oh, Junho, he flashes in and goes in for the Cyclone, and it's going to be a little bit too far forward for Xiaosha. First blood picked up for LNG, but Xiaofeng now has to flash and use the Heartbreaker to get out, but he will survive. It's a double kill in for Haichao, and they're looking for Saber as well. He will go down. 3-0, and the Feats of Warfare have gone over to Team LNG. They have the Trinity Force advantage in the hands of Xiaofeng, but Junho wants nothing about it. He's already in the enemy jungle on the top side of the map, and that means the dragon should go over. Kill off of the Talia, but with Zhang TPing in and Zika staying down bottom lane, it should mean that Ultra Prime secured the objective.
Ultra Prime managed to wrestle control of the top side, so they should be able to use this to at least break down a turret within the next few minutes. This will also help them possibly gain more control.
OMG still in the lead. About 1,000 gold or so. Would not be opposed to wanting to fight this. And as I say that, a teleport has come in from Zika. He has the equalizer at rank 2 at this point, and the dragon is not taken down very quickly. Weaver's Wall comes out. Zhuo gets stunned though, and does not land that initial dredge line as Zhang's already chunked down to 60% HP. Ultra Prime don't want to start this dragon just yet. Junho pops the Herald, maybe looking for a potential escape plan. Who's going to get into the pit first? It's going to be a dash over from Junho, but it's already chunked down to half. It's stolen away by Xiaofeng. And now the fight can begin in earnest as the equalizer has come out. Zhang goes in with the Herald, but he will drive it straight to his demise as LNG get a couple of kills back, as well as the dragon soul point.
And it's a disaster for Ultra Prime. But crucially now, it is going to be Otacon spawning in about 10 seconds. It's going to be on that top side. You can already see Ultra Prime, they're going to try and be first to the punch this time.
This one, popping the Ghost. It looks like Zhuo's going to go super aggressive here. Depth charge on top of the equalizer with the Dawning Shadow on top, but it's not enough to take Baye down. And here goes Zhang on the flank. Already Zhuo has gone down, but Zika is hunting the rest of Ultra Prime as they loom deviously around that Otacon.
They do indeed, but there were a lot of ultimates expended by LNG, not to mention they lost Zhuo, who does have teleports, so he should be able to, you know, come back to the fight, but still, those R keys not going to be available for a while. So LNG, they're just saying, screw the Otacon, let's abandon it, let's go for this mid turret instead. We don't have the power to really fight this. And conveniently enough, Ultra Prime aren't really in a position to take that Otacon either, so I am eternally grateful that they reworked the Otacon system, because those old ones felt really toxic to the game. This new one is much better.
Yeah, I mean, provides like just enough power for it to be a nice objective to fight over before the Baron spawns. And
yeah,
gives teams something to contest, but nothing that has to be contested over one.
But everyone still contests it anyways, right? You don't have to, but you know you're going to. Now, though, has the luxury of staying a bit further behind, as he does have that Weaver's Wall. Zika
was overheated, so actually going to be in some trouble. Has to flash away from Zhang, but now he gets exhausted. The third proc leader work lands. There's the Cyclone as well. Zika just might be taken down under his own turret, and that is not a good play here, but the response will be that Otacon taken down by LNG. But you're going to say that's all right here for UP, because you are continuing to scale the game out. You're going to deny that soul and get Baye closer to 225.
Absolutely, you drag the game out an extra 5 minutes at the very least for Baye on the Smolder. It's a kill on that bot side by Ultra Prime, but ultimately it's a very costly one as they burn a flash from Junho, 2 ultimates. The question is, who will be the first to engage. I imagine Zhuo, who's been so active with these dredge lines, is going to look for an opportunity onto Saber. You can see he's fishing. He's trying to hug that topside wall to get an angle onto the backline. He doesn't want to hook in Junhao. He doesn't want to hook in Xiaojia, but Ultra Prime are playing this very smartly position-wise.
Weaver's Wall separating everybody, gives maybe LNG a good opportunity to try to burst down the dragon. The seismic shove lands on it too, but here comes the mom. It makes LNG kite away. Dawning Shadow over the top, but Baye is able to pick up the first kill of the fight. But Xiaofeng has now gotten a reset as well, and he transforms into the Wukong body. Zika is overheated. Fish one taken very low, nearly getting executed before he issues out the piercing light to heal himself right back up. One more Q from Baye could secure himself an easy double kill, but instead the dragon is going to be the focus. Who's going to get the soul? It'll be LNG to secure it, and now they can win the fight. Baye goes down. Jung will fall. Only Saber and Xiaoxia will live as LNG get their prize and can now go to Baron.
And at the end of the day, Junhao is your main engage. He puts himself on the front lines. But the problem with being on the front lines is you are most likely to die. You lose your jungler at a pivotal moment in this game. He's not there to secure the dragon for you. You're going to lose out on that. You're going to lose out on the team fight. And to make matters extra worse, Grapes, the Baron will be the cherry on top for LNG.
We stalled out, waiting for this dragon to spawn once again. Quacks and LNG get that
to counter Zika. So it will be a bit of a delayed play on the Baron, but nonetheless, they should be able to squeeze UP tighter and tighter with this play.
Juno dashes forward, not using the cycle and actually baiting out the Dawning Shadow of Fish One, who is playing a little bit more on the defensive side.
Around, less than 3 minutes until that Elder spawns. They want to prevent as much jockeying between these two teams as possible around that.
Xiaoxia gets hit by one seismic shove, and then the Heartbreaker will execute, but look at the back line. That is Fish One down.
Hang on.
Kill one. K shut down for
Not
John.
again.
Xiaofeng is still alive in the transform Viego body. He will go and take the Gwen down, but Baye's got a couple of executes as well. A triple kill already for the Viego, looking for the quad, and he gets it on a Baye. It looked like almost an opportunity for Ultra Prime, but the Viego will live, Zika will survive, and it's still 2 men up here for LNG.
I was getting the Thunder Talk versus LGD Gaming Game 2 flashbacks there for a minute, Grapes, but luckily, because they have no AD carry, they're not really able to overload with numbers. This is just allowing LNG to kind of section off this part of the map. But now the Smolder is here. They've got to make the play. That dragon is super low.
Zika flashing away from the cycle and getting hit up by the second proc. Almost the mom steals it away, but Xiaofeng able to secure the Elder. And now it's Reset City in for LNG Esports. Already 2 members down. That is Jung falling before he even pops the Zanyas. And Xiaoxia will make it casualty number 3. Surely this should mean the end of the game as LNG win the fight. They get the Elder and they can march down middle lane.
And LNG police that part of the map. They completely prevent Ultra Prime's advance as Zika's going in.
Hook doesn't land on Abaye, as actually not over just yet. It's the big carry still alive here for Ultra Prime. Baye has both of his summoner spells. It's almost 350 stacks on the Smolder, and there's no Baron buff in the hands of LNG with 13 seconds left on Junhao. So this game might not actually be over just yet, but LNG want it to be as they're headed on to the Nexus turrets right now. The death timers, though, are going to continue to tick down to 0, and that means that LNG actually can't end. They will take another prize as an inhibitor, but now with Junhao alive, it is going to be very difficult for them to try to go for the throat.
They still have 90 seconds on that Elder.
Hold on, Elder, Baye. Shields up nicely, we'll be able to stay alive, and the Needleworth comes through from Jong. They're looking for a last-ditch effort. They find Zika with the kill, but it will be Jong getting another one back. The mom comes out. Baye is still untouched in the back line, but he finally will get targeted, and that'll be it. Xiaofeng and LNG end up wiping the floor with Ultra Prime. It took them a while, but a win is a win nonetheless. They go 1-up in this best-of-3 series.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.